Bougatsa is a traditional Greek pastry, and if you're a sweet tooth out there, you're going to love this recipe because it's crispy pastry, phyllo pastry, and creamy, silky smooth custard. It's really easy to make. To start with, you need 1 litre of milk. So just pop a medium pan on the heat, and we just want to warm this up along with 1 vanilla bean, or you could use a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So for the vanilla bean, we're going to add it whole, but first we want to cut it straight down the centre there. This one's nice and soft, and I can feel that there are a lot of beautiful vanilla seeds in that. Look at that, yum. So we're just going to scrape that on both sides, easy as that, and pop the whole vanilla bean in there. Heat on, and we just want to bring that up to the boil. Great. While that's happening, we can get onto our eggs. So I need 4 whole eggs for this recipe. We want to crack them into a large bowl and 200 grams of caster sugar. Now, this is where you can become a little bit creative and add different flavours to your Bougatsa. Traditionally, it's very simple, just with the vanilla, but today I'm going to add rose water. I love the flavour of it. You don't need too much of it, just a small amount. We'll say about a teaspoon. That'll give it a beautiful floral flavour. So with a whisk, we want to start whisking those eggs, breaking them down, and adding our 200 grams of caster sugar. Now, you don't have to whisk the heck out of this until it's thick, pale and glossy. We just want to combine it, just like that. So now we need the thickening agent for this, which is just plain flour, and we're going to measure that out. We need 120 grams of plain flour, okay? And that goes straight into our sugar and egg mixture, slowly mixing that so we don't get any of those lumps, little by little. Now, usually with the Bougatsa, the traditional Bougatsa, they would use semolina and a little bit of corn flour to thicken up, but I've done this recipe a few times, and plain flour really does work just as well. Lovely. Okay, this milk is looking good. I'm going to pour 1/3 of this hot milk straight into the egg mixture here. So whisking at the same time so it doesn't curdle. We're going to pop this back on the heat, and now we're going to add this egg mixture back into that milk, and this is when this mixture is going to thicken up, so we're going to have a beautiful thick custard. Just mix it on that medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, this is ready to go, so we need to cool it down. It is important to cook it for that 3 minutes so we cook off all that flour, the raw flour taste. And to ensure that we don't get that skin, the film on top of that, just get some Glad wrap and cover that up while it's cooling, and that'll ensure that it stays quite silky on the top there. While that's cooling, we can get onto our phyllo pastry. So we need about 8 sheets. When you're working with phyllo pastry, always really important to roll it out on your bench here and cover it with a damp tea towel. This is really important so the phyllo sheets don't dry out. So I'll get my first layer of phyllo, we'll pop it on our clean bench just over here, cover that up, and that means it'll stay really nice and moist. So our butter is ready to go. I've got a brush here, and each layer just needs to be generously brushed. We're going to need 10 buttered layers, and we need to put them in 2 bundles. So we've got our 5 layers, they've all been nicely buttered, and now we can start filling them. So with Bougatsa, you can make them into different shapes. You can make small little ones if you've got a canapé party. I'm going to do 4 large Bougatsa. And then we fill them with about a tablespoon of this thick custard. We just want to put that just on the bottom half of our pastry. We want to do 1 fold like this, tuck in the sides, and then fold again to make a beautiful little envelope. These are so delicious when you bite into them. That custard's warm and hot, really gooey, yum. So we just want to brush that again with a bit of butter so it's lovely and glossy, and pop them straight on a tray. Very easy. So more custard in the centre and fold them over to make an envelope. Look at these little parcels of goodness, and it smells so beautiful. I can smell the orange blossom water here. I've allowed them to cool, really important because it'd be piping hot inside. And just to serve these, I put them on a platter like this. We'll put 4 on today. And it's not Bougatsa without a good sprinkle of cinnamon and, of course, some icing sugar. Yum. I think I should have a taste of one of these. They're my favourite. And I want to show you inside how beautiful it is. So, you can hear that? Crispy phyllo pastry. And there you have it, that custard. Oh. Serve these warm. They are just sensational.